Before we continue in this message, take a moment to reflect on the goodness and faithfulness of God. Every breath you are taking right now is proof that His grace has carried you into another day. Regardless of what you faced yesterday or what may be waiting for you today, remember that your life is in the hands of a loving and powerful God who never abandons His children. He sees every tear, hears every prayer, and knows every burden that weighs upon your heart. As you begin this morning, remember that God is already ahead of you. Before you opened your eyes, before you spoke your first prayer, and before you took your first step, He was already preparing the path that lies before you. Nothing you will encounter today comes as a surprise to Him. Every conversation, every opportunity, every challenge, and every decision has already been seen by the one who knows the end from the beginning. That truth alone should fill your heart with peace instead of anxiety. Many people begin their day carrying the weight of uncertainty. They worry about finances, family responsibilities, health concerns, or the future. They wonder whether things will work out, whether the doors they have been praying for will finally open, or whether the obstacles standing before them will ever be removed. Yet when you understand that God goes before you, you no longer have to be controlled by fear. You can walk with confidence because your future is in His hands, not in the hands of circumstances or people. There may be moments today when you face unexpected setbacks or difficult situations. You may receive news you did not anticipate, encounter opposition, or experience delays that test your patience. Do not allow those moments to convince you that God has abandoned you. Sometimes what appears to be a setback is actually divine protection. A closed door may be preventing you from walking into something that is not part of God's purpose for your life. A delay may be giving Him time to position the right people and the right opportunities in your path. God's timing is always perfect, even when it does not match our expectations. He is never early, never late, but always on time. While you are faithfully moving forward, He is arranging circumstances in ways you cannot see. He is softening hearts, creating opportunities, breaking barriers, and aligning events for your good. Even when nothing seems to be changing on the surface, God is still at work behind the scenes. Walk into this day with the assurance that you do not have to force every outcome or struggle to control every situation. Trust that God is directing your steps and making a way where there seems to be no way. Let your faith be greater than your fear, your hope stronger than your doubts, and your confidence rooted in the unchanging character of God. Wherever this day leads, remember that you are following the one who has already gone before you and is faithfully preparing the way for your victory. Every person faces battles in life. Some struggles are visible while others remain hidden deep within the heart. There are battles against fear, discouragement, disappointment, financial pressure, uncertainty, sickness, broken relationships, and unanswered questions. No matter what form these challenges take, one truth remains constant: you do not have to face them alone. God has never intended for His people to fight life's battles in their own strength. His power is made perfect where human strength reaches its limit. Fear has a way of making problems appear larger than they really are. It whispers that you are not strong enough, that your situation will never change, or that your prayers have gone unanswered. It encourages you to focus on everything that could go wrong instead of remembering everything God has already done. When fear takes control, it steals your peace, weakens your confidence, and causes you to forget that the God who has been faithful in the past remains faithful today. Instead of allowing fear to determine your outlook, choose to fix your attention on God's greatness. Every challenge you face is small compared to His unlimited power. There is no obstacle too high for Him to overcome, no burden too heavy for Him to carry, and no situation too complicated for Him to resolve. What looks impossible from a human perspective is never impossible for God. He is able to open doors that no person can close, provide where resources seem to be lacking, restore what has been lost, and bring hope into circumstances that appear hopeless. There will be moments when you feel tired and tempted to give up. The pressure may seem intense, and the answers you have been praying for may not arrive as quickly as you expected. During those moments, remember that perseverance is a mark of faith. Do not allow temporary difficulties to convince you that your future is defeated. Many of life's greatest breakthroughs come after seasons of waiting, trusting, and refusing to surrender. What feels like a delay today may become the testimony you celebrate tomorrow. Stand firm with courage and confidence as you move through this day. Refuse to let worry dictate your decisions or anxiety control your thoughts. Continue praying even when you cannot yet see the results. Continue believing even when circumstances challenge your faith. Continue walking forward one step at a time, knowing that God is strengthening you with every step you take. The battle may be real, but it is not greater than the God who fights on your behalf. His presence surrounds you, His promises remain true, and His power is more than enough to lead you from struggle into victory. Faith is the foundation that enables you to face every new day with confidence. It is not simply believing that God exists, it is trusting that He is actively working in your life even when you cannot see immediate evidence. Faith allows you to move forward when circumstances seem uncertain, to remain hopeful when answers are delayed, and to believe that God's promises are greater than your present reality. Every great victory begins with a heart that chooses to trust God above everything else. There will be days when your emotions tell you to give up. You may look around and see obstacles instead of opportunities, delays instead of progress, or disappointment instead of hope. During those moments, your faith becomes your greatest source of strength. Faith does not deny that challenges exist, but it refuses to believe that those challenges have the final word. It reminds you that God is still in control, even when life feels unpredictable. Many people wait until they see a breakthrough before they begin to believe, but faith works in the opposite direction. Faith believes first and then continues moving forward with confidence, trusting that God will accomplish what He has promised. It is choosing hope when others expect failure. It is choosing peace when worry seems easier. It is choosing perseverance when quitting appears to be the simplest option. This kind of faith transforms the way you approach every situation because it shifts your focus away from the size of your problems and toward the greatness of God's power. Your words also play an important role in strengthening your faith. What you consistently speak over your life influences the direction of your thoughts and expectations. Instead of speaking words filled with fear, defeat, or hopelessness, choose to declare truth over your circumstances. Speak with confidence that God is making a way for you. Declare that you are blessed, protected, strengthened, and guided. When your words agree with your faith, your heart becomes anchored in hope instead of uncertainty. Do not become discouraged if you cannot yet see the results you have been praying for. Seeds planted in the ground do not produce fruit overnight, yet growth is taking place beneath the surface long before it becomes visible. In the same way, every sincere prayer offered in faith is accomplishing something beyond what your eyes can presently see. God is working behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, opening the right doors, and preparing the right opportunities at the perfect time. As you move through this morning, refuse to allow doubt to dominate your thinking. Let your faith rise above every negative report and every difficult circumstance. Believe that God is leading you toward His purpose, strengthening you for every challenge, and preparing blessings that are beyond your present understanding. Continue trusting Him with confidence, knowing that every step taken in faith brings you closer to the victory He has already prepared for your life. Every new morning is a reminder that God is a God of fresh beginnings. No matter what happened yesterday, today offers another opportunity to experience His mercy, His grace, and His faithfulness. The mistakes you made, the disappointments you endured, and the opportunities you may have missed do not have to define your future. God specializes in bringing hope where there has been discouragement, restoring what has been broken, and creating new possibilities where people only see limitations. As long as you have been given the gift of another day, you have every reason to believe that something good can happen. Too often, people allow yesterday's failures to rob them of today's confidence. They become trapped by regret, constantly replaying moments they wish they could change. While it is wise to learn from the past, it is never healthy to live in it. God calls you to move forward with faith, not backward with fear. He is not limited by your past experiences or your previous disappointments. What others may see as the end of your story could simply be the beginning of a greater testimony that God is preparing for you. Expect this day to bring opportunities that you never imagined. A single conversation can open the door to a new relationship. One phone call can introduce a breakthrough you have been waiting for. One decision made in wisdom can change the direction of your future. Never underestimate what God can accomplish in a single day. He is able to bring favor where there was rejection, peace where there was confusion, provision where there was lack, and joy where there was sorrow. His power is not limited by time, circumstances, or human ability. Live with an attitude of expectation instead of doubt. Expect God to guide your steps, strengthen your heart, and provide everything you need to fulfill the assignments He has placed before you. When you expect His goodness, you become more aware of the many ways He is working in your life. Even the smallest blessings become reminders of His constant care and unfailing love. A grateful heart creates room for greater confidence because it remembers that the God who has been faithful before will continue to be faithful today. As you go through this morning, choose to approach every situation with hope rather than discouragement. Smile with confidence because your future is in God's hands. Work diligently, pray sincerely, and trust Him completely. Do not allow temporary challenges to distract you from the greater purpose He has for your life. Every step you take in obedience and faith is moving you closer to the blessings He has already prepared. Believe with all your heart that today is filled with divine possibilities. Your breakthrough may arrive when you least expect it. Your answered prayer may be closer than it appears. The season of waiting will not last forever, and the struggles of today cannot cancel the promises of God. Walk forward with courage, knowing that the God who awakened you this morning is the same God who will sustain you, guide you, and lead you into the new beginning He has prepared for your life.